Namaste, soul siblings. Super happy morning, super happy day. This is Vic, and this is BAM Yoga, breathing, asana, and meditation practice. Beautiful day today here in Miami, although it's a little bit windy. At least it is not raining as yesterday. And the skies are gray, but still we find beauty in every single day, because it is a blessing to be alive, and we celebrate that magnificent gift. And with that note, we start with our life appreciation practice. So we begin to breathe using more of the capacity of our lungs than we are used to in our day-to-day, invigorating our body, pacifying our mind, expanding our heart, making soul connection, and making connection with life in all its forms. So we take rich inhales and we give out generous exhales. We breathe in freedom, we breathe in love, in joy. We breathe and we live in celebration mode. Thank you, life, for the whole of life. I thank myself for the life that I create for me. I thank myself also for who I choose to be in face of my life situations. There is free will, there is willpower. Those are our superpowers, and we celebrate using them consciously in our lives. We also celebrate and appreciate the life that we are. Every single cell in the body is a living entity doing its magnificent job phenomenally, so that we are able to experience life as human beings. And we take a moment to appreciate that functioning of every cell, every organ in the system. Should the organs not do the work, their job, as they are supposed to, we wouldn't be enjoying life in the way we do. So we take a moment to appreciate that beautiful gift of the life that circulates inside of us and makes us be. How precious it is to see, to hear, to touch, to feel, to taste, to speak, to think, to choose, to create, to generate change. We break the automatic. We choose to engage with life consciously instead of automatically. We are not robots. We are creators. We are gods and goddesses embodied. So we take a moment to activate that knowledge in our system so that we may engage with the situations in our life today, bringing forth the godliness within, and let it be expressed and experienced in our lives consciously. As we know, in this class we foster conscious everyday living. So we celebrate being ourselves. Thank you, life, for the whole of life. Scan the life all around you and appreciate all that you see, all that you are interacting with through your senses. Your immediate surroundings display what is available to you immediately, but you can also scan the whole of the world and the universe with your memory and imagination, remembering the oceans, the rivers, the mountains, all the animals, all the people, all the beauty available to us in this planet, all the magnificence of nature make up this plane, which is so beautiful. And we take a moment to embrace all the abundance, all the beauty all the magnificence that life is indeed, immediately we can begin to feel abundant ourselves. And it is the activation of these energies that we are seeking this morning. Activating the beauty, the abundance, the creativity, resourcefulness, motivation and inspiration in our lives. We are creators and we are creating a thriving environment inside. We can choose to align with energies of the darkness or of the light. We are free for choice. So we choose consciously to engage with energies that support the way we want to live, the way that we want to interact with life. Thank you, life, for freedom. One of the most important tasks that we can engage in this life is to realize that our thoughts create. It is upon our thoughts and our inner states that we create the life that we live. So when we realize this truth, we can begin to use our free will to choose what to think. Ask yourself, why would you think about something you don't want to live, something you don't want to create, something you don't want to experience? That is unconscious living. That is an unconscious use of your creative power. But if you realize that your thoughts create and you accept your divine gift of free will, you can begin to choose what to think about and create different realities for yourself. You can take yourself out of whatever situation you don't like to be in and create a new situation for yourself. That is freedom, that is godliness, and this is what we celebrate here in BAM Yoga. Awesome. Let's move on to the second section of the practice. Focus breathing. We use the Ujjayi breath technique. We close the eyes, we seal the lips, we begin to exhale through the nose, we open the heart. Let's breathe in freedom. Let the pace and the sound of your breath represent the way that you love to live, in freedom and joy, in openness and expansion. In this Ujjayi breath technique, we produce a subtle sound at the back of the throat that is essential in this technique, and we use it as an anchor to stay in the present moment and to realize how are the energies flowing inside. The sound of the breath will tell us very clearly what is the inner state, and upon that realization we can create a state, an inner environment that is suitable for us according to the goals that we want to accomplish today, according to the situations we have to take care of throughout the day today. We choose once again to engage with life consciously, activating our godliness, goddessness. This is how we make ourselves free in life and how we get to enjoy heaven in earth, heaven on earth. The size of your lungs is fixed, but we aim to make our breath longer and longer. The lungs are not going to grow up or expand in size, but what we can do is to breathe more slow, using more of our lung capacity. When we rush to breathe, we are using a very small portion of the lungs, but breathing is essential to our lives and we know it. So we teach ourselves to find perfect comfort in breathing more slow, filling up the lungs in totality, bringing life force energy that invigorates, empowers, nurtures our system and integrates our 5 bodies: physical, mental, emotional, energetic, and spiritual. We remember that we are taking this time to come to our mats and make soul connection. We get together through this Instagram live broadcasting, not to hang out, not to just get entertained and share funny memes maybe, but to do soul connection together. This is personal practice, guided. We take a time to make connection with the soul, as we have the rest of the day to connect with the rest of life. We activate the God and Goddess within, so to allow ourselves to flow to life instead of struggling through life. Coping and struggling are not mandatory ways of living, same as suffering. All of them are options. Stress is also optional in life. We recognize that fact. We have free will and we have willpower. We can choose and we can exercise our choice, make it become experience. So we embrace the gift and we use it purposefully as we breathe in and out, richly and slowly. Breathing has such powerful effects in our system and in our lives, and we use this beautiful technique to awaken the God within and bring it forth into our lives. Nurture yourself, nourish yourself with deep breaths and exchange with life. The life force energy, whatever we exhale, the plants inhale. Whatever the plants exhale, we inhale. It is a symbiotic exchange of life with life. This is how we remember that we are all interconnected. Even though we are all individual expressions of life, we are all connected, making one whole expression of life. How fantastic, how beautiful life is. So simple, but yet so magnificently, awesomely created. Awesome. Now let's move on to the third section of the practice. We continue using the Ujjayi breath technique, and now we add movement. And we move in perfect coordination with the flow of the breath and in deep celebration for the ability that we have to move ourselves in life. Palms together in front of the heart, begin to exhale softly, continue to breathe through your nose. As you begin to inhale, look up, reach up high, extend your arms, lengthen the spine. And as you begin to exhale, arms come down, stretching out to the sides, expanding your heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Move in celebration to be mobile. On your exhale, lean to the one side. One hand down, the other arm up. Twist and look up. Stimulate the spine. Inhaling, come up slowly. Exhaling, reach or lean to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale side. Appreciate the movement of your body. Appreciate and give thanks to your joints, to your limbs, to every part of your body for doing its job for you, having you experience this life in the way that you do. Such magnificent gifts that make us feel really rich when we embrace them, when we acknowledge them, accept them. Next exhale, bring the arms down, place your hands behind your back, have your fingers point forward, feet flat in front of you, knees point up. With the next inhale, bring your hips up, tilt your head back. Exhale, slowly come down. In this practice, we use repetition as a means to stay present. You don't have to learn everything that we're doing in every class. You already know it. We flow slowly to be present also. And we listen, we pay attention to the flow of the breath. We listen to the sound that we're producing at the back of the throat, which speaks to us about the inner state. Create a flow inside that makes you feel free, abundant, blessed indeed. Turn over to your knees and hands. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width apart. With the next inhale, arch your back, look towards your belly button. Exhaling, belly button down, look forward and up, curve your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Shift your spine to neutral and bring your left hand to the center of the mat. Next inhale, right arm up, reach up high. Exhaling, hand down. Switch. Other side, inhaling. Exhale down, switch. Move in celebration mode. Celebrate being you. Celebrate being alive. Inhale up, one more. Exhaling, both hands in front of you. Shift your hips back. Forehead down, child's pose. Inhale, back up, knees and hands. Exhale. Inhale, flow with your breath. Breathe through your nose, use the full capacity of your lungs. With the next inhale, cobra, extend the legs behind you, lift the heart, look up. Exhale, forehead down. Inhale, lift the heart, look up, cobra. Exhale, forehead down. Very beautiful benefits to stimulate the spine in the way we're doing. With the next exhale, hips up in the air, downward dog. Bend one knee, then the other. Twist your hips. Relax your jaw. Your heels are pressing gently towards the mat and your heart towards your toes. Make your spine long. Make your breath long. With the next inhale, look forward, walk your feet between your hands. Exhale, head down, legs straight. Inhaling, slowly come up, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Fantastic. Now let's move on to the asana section of our practice. Here also aim to breathe continuously through your nose using the full capacity of the lungs. The Ujjayi breath technique does not change through the practice. And make your body follow the pace of your breath. I will be guiding you, so don't stress out if you forget the sequence. Follow the guidance, make it joyous, and celebrate. Once again, being able to move. Every move that you're doing here on this practice is a blessing to your body and a blessing of appreciation for the wonderful gift that the body is itself and the wonderful faculties that it gives us. Right? Let's start with the palms by our sides, exhaling. Then with the next inhale, bring the arms up, reach up high. Exhale, lean forward, reach for your toes or your mat, legs straight. Inhale, look up. Exhaling, hands down, feet back. Slowly come down to the bottom of your push-up, keeping your elbows close to your ribs. Inhale, look up, cobra. Exhale, hips up in the air, downward dog. Bend one knee, then the other, twist your hips. Gently press your heart towards your toes. Feel your spine elongating. Feel the muscles on the back of your legs stretching. Stay present with the flow of your breath. Break the automatic and choose consciously how you're breathing. Next inhale, look forward, feet between the hands. Exhale, head down, legs straight, go deeper than before. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms down. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, look up. Next exhale, hands down, feet back, bottom of the push-up. Slowly you come down. Elbows close to the ribs. Inhale, up, cobra. Exhale, hips up in the air, downward dog. Keep the posture active, keep your mind present. There are so many things that we want to control in life, but most of them are not within our reach. But yet, our breath is within our reach and control. If we cannot control the way we breathe, how can we expect to control anything else in life? Ask yourself that question, stay present with your breath, and use the full capacity of your lungs. Next inhale, look forward, feet between hands. Exhale, head down, legs straight. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms down. Great. Sun salutation B. Bend your knees. Inhale, bring the arms up, chair pose. Exhaling, lean forward, reach for your toes or your mat. legs straight. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands down, feet back. Bottom of the push-up slowly. Cobra inhaling. Downward dog exhaling. Next inhale, step your left foot forward. Bring the arms up, come to warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhaling, windmill your arms in front of you, step your foot back and come down to the bottom of the push-up. Cobra inhaling. Downward dog exhaling. Next inhale, right foot forward. Arms up, warrior one. Exhaling, warrior two. Inhale for reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the front of the mat, foot back, bottom of the push-up. Cobra inhaling. Heart open fearlessly to life. Exhale, downward dog. 5 breaths in downward dog unless you'd like to take a break, in which case please go to child's pose. Remembering the breath does not change. We continue breathing steadily through the nose, taking deep breaths, filling up the lungs and giving out all the air as we exhale. We are breathing using the full capacity of our lungs, breaking the automatic in our lives and engaging consciously. Next inhale, look forward, feet between hands. Exhale, head down, legs straight. Bend the knees, arms up, inhaling, chair pose. Exhaling, Tadasana, arms down, legs straight. Beautiful. One more time, sun salutation B. Bend your knees, arms up, inhaling. Exhale, legs straight, reach down for your toes or mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands down, feet back. Bottom of the push-up, Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra inhaling. Downward dog exhaling. Next inhale, left foot forward. Arms up, warrior one. Hold your warrior one. Breathing. Standing firmly in face of life with heart wide open. Next exhale, hands down, foot back, bottom of the push-up. Cobra with the inhale. Downward dog the exhale. Next inhale, right foot forward, warrior one on the other side. Keep your breath flowing richly and freely. Exhale, hands down, foot back. Chaturanga. Cobra inhaling. Downward dog exhaling. Yes. 5 breaths here. If you like to take a break, you know what to do. Keep it present that the breath remains the same. Even if you're resting in child's pose, you are breathing into your hips, releasing tension from the hips, the upper back, the neck, the area of the neck. Same here. Loosen up your neck, shake the head yes and no. Open the mouth wide. Releasing tension from your jaw. Next inhale, look forward, feet between hands. Exhale, head down, legs straight. Bend your knees. Come up, inhaling, chair pose. And with your exhale, Tadasana, legs straight, arms down. Shake it off. Great. Let's do balancing postures. It is windy today, so it presents a little bit of a challenge for us, and that is good because life goes like that. So let's start with tree pose. Left heel to right ankle, hands in prayer. Choose a spot in front of you and fix your eyesight there. Remember that when your eyes wander, your mind also wanders. Then resolve that you're going to keep your breath flowing as you come to stand on one foot. And even if your body is falling over to one side or the other, you remain equanimous, holding on to the piece of your breath. Let your foot climb on your right leg and place it anywhere below or above your knee. Don't rest your foot on your knee to avoid injuries. Eventually open your branches to life. Hold on to your breath, letting it flow slowly, smoothly, gracefully. When you're ready, gently release and shake. Get ready for the other side. Right heel to left ankle, hands in prayer, resolution to keep the breath flowing steadily through the practice. Right foot climbs on the left leg, anywhere below or above the knee. Keep your breath flowing steadily, keep your heart open. Choose not to struggle with yourself. Step off your mind and situate yourself in the present moment. There's nothing to take care of right now except your breath and standing on one foot, emulating a beautiful tree, the standing people in our planet. Welcome in the freedom, the beauty, the openness of the trees into your life. The way they stand firmly in face of winds and challenges. Even if you're falling over, you keep the breath steady. We try once again. Realize if you're creating tension inside, you're making it more difficult for you to stand on one foot. Release the tension and engage with this posture in relaxation instead. As you feel ready, gently release and shake. Beautiful. One more balancing posture. This will be Warrior 3. So I stand sideways so you could see. Stand to the center of your mat and bring the hands in prayer. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhaling, lean forward and bring your foot off the ground, extending the leg behind you. Once you're standing on one foot, you have achieved the purpose of this posture, but eventually you aim to bring your top leg parallel to the ground, extending the arms either to the front or the sides. See what suits you best today and go for that. Keep the breath flowing steadily. Choose to develop strength and focus instead of struggling and fighting with yourself. Next exhale, slowly bring your foot down, torso up, shake it off. Great. Then let's do the other side. Hands in prayer. Inhale, lift the heart. There's a butterfly swarming around here. So beautiful. Thank you for visiting. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lean forward. Opposite foot off the ground, leg extended, reaching back. Arms reach forward or to the sides, you choose. Breathe richly and freely. Focus on your breath and let your body do what you're setting it up to do. Next exhale, bring your foot down, torso up, shake it off. Great. Next will be shoulder stand, so come down to your mat. Manito, bendiciones, qué bonito verte. Next will be shoulder stand, so please lay on your back. Ladies, if you're in your moon cycle, please avoid shoulder stand today and instead go for Viparita Karani. This is Viparita Karani. Legs up in the air. You can choose to rest them against the wall if you like. Take about 15 breaths here. This posture is also very useful for insomnia. If you have any difficulty sleeping, try this out for a few moments and see what benefits it brings for you. For shoulder stand, legs off the ground, hips off the ground, hands to the lower back, torso off the ground, and we aim to extend the legs up in the air and gaze towards the toes. Please, once you're in the posture, do not turn your head to the sides. Next exhale, lower your feet overhead, extend the arms behind the back. Optional, you can interlace your fingers. Have your toes point away from your head, and every exhale let them reach farther and farther away. This way you're taking your body to go deeper in the pose. And if you realize the energies of stress, anxiety, fear, self-doubt begin to arise, breathe into them. Acknowledge that you are perfectly safe in a controlled environment. You're free right now. And you can remember that your body is 70% water, so it won't break. Loosen up inside and regain your natural flexibility. Let go of the hardness, the stiffness, the inflexible ways that sometimes we have developed to interact with life. Keep in your mind that the inflexible breaks. Fortunately, we are very flexible. Slowly exhaling, roll out of the posture, one vertebrae at a time on your mat. Next will be fish. Legs extended, feet together, toes point away from your head, elbows down. Lift the heart and tilt the head back. Slide your elbows towards your feet and rest the crown of your head on the mat. Option 1 stays there. The action of lifting the heart removes the weight of the neck. And for option 2, bring the arms and legs off the ground. Still the action of lifting the heart towards the heavens removes the weight of the neck. The head is just giving us support, but it's not bearing weight. Exhaling, release gently. Curl the knees into the heart, hug them close, and sway left and right. Soft massage to the back. Roll over to the one side, come to seated. and we take a brief moment to give thanks. Hola, manito. We take a moment to give thanks to all the masters, sages, teachers, gurus that came before us and left the legacy of the practice and the science of yoga for us to do today. So if you like, please repeat with me. Parama Rishipyo Namaha. Parama Rishipyo Namaha. Acharya Devo Baba. Acharya Devo Baba. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for this beautiful gift of yoga in our lives. Next will be Shavasana. So lay on your back, separate your feet the width of your mat. Arms by your sides, palms face up. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And then exhale all the air out of your lungs through your mouth, making a sigh and melting your body on the mat. Stick your tongue out as long as you can and roll the eyeballs in all directions also. Inhale. Relax your entire system while producing that thought, that sound from the throat. You are also releasing tensions from inside, constrictions, conditioning, and you are purifying your fifth chakra, center of communication in your body, communication and expression. Inhale. Feel the stimulation on the muscles and tissue on your face. Totally surrendered and relaxed. Come back to your usual breathing pattern. Let me change the music. Shavasana means corpse pose, the posture of the dead. A dead body does not move, does not think, does not feel. But the soul is never born and it never dies. Take this time to be conscious and aware, perfectly awake, even if your body falls asleep. This is how you empower yourself to realize you are the soul. You don't have a soul, but you are the soul. The entire human system is comprised of the 5 bodies: physical, mental, emotional, energetic, and spiritual. But we realize the 4 bodies, the first 4, are vehicles for the soul to experience in human form. They are add-ons, but the core is the soul. Who you are is the soul. The life pulsating inside your body. And when we do Shavasana properly, we can realize we are that indeed. Life living. life being. Stay present, stay awake, stay aware. This is not planning time, remembering time, imagination time. It is being time. Be aware, be awake, be conscious. There's nothing else particularly that we have to do at this moment. Just be and realize your true nature. As you feel ready now, begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes, your ankles, your wrists, your elbows, your knees. Hug the knees close to the heart and sway softly left and right. Eventually roll over the one side of your body, help yourself up to seated once again. And next will be meditation. Vane, bendiciones, gracias por participar de nuestra práctica BAM Yoga. So meditation is next. Find a comfortable seated posture. For me, it's comfortable to sit in lotus, Padmasana. But for you, perhaps there's a different posture that suits better. So go for it. You can sit on a couch, your chair, your mat. You can also stand up. I don't advise to lay down because it's so easy to fall asleep. Make your body very comfortable so that it's not causing distraction as you want to meditate. Once you're comfortable, close your eyes. Open your heart. Engage with your Ujjayi breath once more. That means you're breathing through your nose using the full capacity of your lungs, making a subtle sound at the back of the throat. Today we connect through the silence. We may imagine a rainbow of colorful lights extending from the center of our hearts and through the screens of our phones to connect us with one another, from heart to heart, from soul to soul, in beauty, in peace, in equanimity. Sitting down in this way is not the goal of the practice of meditation. Meditation is a vehicle, it's not a destination. The destination is the meditative state. And the meditative state is a state of wakefulness, watchfulness. We choose to skip labeling whatever arises, and we are able to pick up through the senses. We let whatever comes to our awareness to speak to us rather than us speaking to it, with our labels, judgments, memories, projections, conditionings. As you watch your mind, you will realize there are two types of thoughts arising in there. The thoughts that you bring yourself and the thoughts that come by themselves. Choose to let go of bringing thoughts of your own and let whatever arises in your mind by itself just pass by. Become aware of the behavior of the mind. It begins to give ideas, random thoughts, not necessarily connected with one another. Develop the ability to identify with the soul and command your mind. Usually, we identify with the mind and we want to command the body, the feelings, other people, other things. God approaches life in a very simple way, allowing. Whatever you choose to do, you have experienced that you're free to do it, unless you stop yourself. God does not come from the heavens or from the forests or from the oceans or the mountains to tell you, my child, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. It doesn't come from above and stop your hands on your feet so that you wouldn't be able to take action. You are free to do, to move, to think, to be, to feel. Then use your freedom and create beauty for yourself. Why would you create struggle? Why would you create confusion, thinking and overthinking about the same thing? Realize that your mind presents to you different scenarios for the same thing, some of them in contradiction with the others. It elates you and then it puts you down. It gives you power through imagination and then it takes it away through preoccupation, through worry and limitation. Bless me and bless you. Be aware, be awake. There's nothing to pull, there's nothing to push, nothing to label, nothing to judge. Just be. Be aware, be awake, be free. Be free from worry, from fear, from guilt, from shame, from thinking of yourself smaller than life. All these are just small ideas on how you can use your free will. To be free, you don't have to do anything. There's no action involved in that, just be. Realize at this very moment, as you're sitting in meditation, you're not doing anything else, so just be free. Why worry? Why anticipate things not working in your life, or working but with a lot of work, with a lot of struggle, sometimes even fighting others in order to achieve or accomplish whatever you set yourself to? Break away from the automatic engagement with life and engage consciously. At this moment, everything is perfect. You're taking just a few minutes to integrate your 5 bodies, have yourself feel whole, and be whole. Be free. Be open. Be eager to let the other forms of life speak to you. You have been asking for guidance, for inspiration, for a change in your life. Let yourself be guided through the smoothest path. To be guided, you don't have to arrive to conclusion or use your logic. Let it be revealed to you, and for that, have your mind shut up. Most people feel free to do, but they don't know how to be free inside. For as soon as they use their freedom to do, they do things that make them feel guilty, shameful, fearful. And just like that, the freedom is lost. If guilt, shame, anger, fear present in your life, they begin to rule how you interact with life. And they take away your freedom. They make you prisoners, limited beings. But that is an illusion, for you are forever free. Acknowledge it right now. You are free to choose who or what you want to be in face of life. You want to be struggle, then go ahead and struggle. You want to be a struggler, then go ahead and struggle. If you want to flow, allow yourself to release the struggle and go with the flow. A few years back, about 10 years perhaps or more, maybe more, I made a decision in my life and I left everything material behind and took on a trip. I went to India. The purpose was to prove that when you surrender to the grace of God, God will sustain you. That's what the scripture says. So let's put it to the test, is what my heart told me. And I did. I spent close to a year in India. And I proved that when I let go of everything, God sustains me. From that moment on, I chose to start living like that. I own nothing but my clothes. I have no savings. I have no worries. I have no guilt. I have no insurance. I don't even have a cell phone service. I use a Wi-Fi number from Google. I am free entity in this life. That means I am not engaged with life. But belongings do not define the quality of my life or who I am. I am free. I have proven this for myself. And feeling free and having found this beautiful freedom in my life, having come from being very stressed to the point that I almost killed myself out of worry, having a bleeding, an ulcer bleed and blast inside my body a few times, out of preoccupation, not enoughness, guilt, shame, fear. And liberating myself by connecting to the soul and making myself free, but by realizing my true nature. I was mistaken before, and now I am free, and therefore I share. I hope this sharing brings some light to your life, and it helps you to live more free.